Nofri, hello, welcome in a new lesson, a new lecture of Coptic language lectures. In today's lecture, we'll talk about nouns. Noun is called substantive, is a variable word which designates either an animated being, person, or an animal, or a thing, object, or an idea. For example, we say horse, etho. Etho, it means a horse, it's a living being. Philosophy is not a living being, it's a discipline. Mark is a person. The noun in Coptic language is having a gender. It's either a feminine or a masculine. The masculine either in nature, thing is known by nature to be a masculine word or a masculine thing, or just the end of the word, or by the usage, or if it is, for example, a name of a country, usually feminine, or if it is a name of a metal, usually masculine. Now we'll look in some detail about the nouns in Coptic. The masculine noun, for example, pison, it means brother. It gets the article P, which means the, before it. The feminine of it is tisoni. T, it means the for feminine. Son, it means sister. Plural, we say ni isneyu, brothers, and ni soni, sisters. The name of humans and certain animals are masculine or feminine according to sex. For example, we say the father, epiot. We say the mother, etmab. The name of things, the abstract names, are distributed by use in one or other gender. For example, we say ep-e, it means the house. T aloli, it means a vineyard. P-emi, it means the knowledge. So it's just happened in an arbitrary way to call things in this way. Some nouns vary from in their meaning from masculine to feminine. For example, the word shoti, if it is a masculine, be shoti, it means the paste, the bake, flour, and water. While when it is feminine, shoti, tea shoti, it means the well, place of getting water. Sometimes the word can be used for feminine or masculine. For example, the word ti alu, it means the girl, and pi alu, it means the boy. What has changed? It was the definite article before the word. We have here another rule which says masculine nouns indicate fruits, feminine nouns indicate the trees of fruit. For example, we say pigoit, it means the olive. Tigoit, the tree of olive. Sometimes there is no change in the meaning whether masculine or feminine. For example, we say abagini, it means the glass. We can say also ti abagini. We say pi abagini or ti abagini. Both words mean the glass, and there is no change when we say pi abagini or ti abagini. The masculine and feminine of Greek nouns remain the same, while neutral nouns become masculine. For example, pi pneuma is a masculine word. The feminine is formed by changing the letter A into eta at the end of the word. For example, the word pisave, it means a wise. We turn it into feminine by saying tisavi, the wise woman. Sometimes change in the gender of the word happens when we change the O with the omega. For example, bichello, it means the old person, old man. تخلو, the old woman. Another example of changing gender of the word by changing of vowels or letters in the word, we have here the feminine is formed by changing the eta into a at the middle of the word. For example, we have Bishiri, means the son. We turn it into a feminine, the daughter. Tisheri, the daughter. The feminine is formed by changing omicron O into omega at the middle of the word and adding iota at the end of the word. For example, the brother, Pison. When changing it into feminine, we have turned it into T, Sony, the O turned it into omega, and we added E at the end of it, iota. Another, for example, the word Bikate, it means the other, turning it into feminine, Tikati, the other for feminine. The feminine is formed by changing O or omega at the middle of the verb to eta or iota at the end of the verb. For example, op, it means to count. When we turn it into a number, TEB, it means a number, as a number. The feminine is formed by adding omega at the end of the verb. For example, to cover, hopes. When we turn it into the dress, T hopso. The feminine also is formed by adding S at the end of the verb. Suoti, it means to meet somebody, meeting, suots. The masculine is formed by adding F at the end of the verb. For example, noheb, it means to hang, nahavev, it means yoke. For example, ruot, it means to rejoice, ruotf, it means joy. The F is used with the verbs which ends with the pronoun or at the end of the noun to indicate generalization. For example, rane, it means to satisfy, ranaf, it means satisfaction. Isnane, it means good, isnanef, it means goodness. Chiehra, it means to be biased or to bias. Chiehraf, it means bias. The masculine is formed by adding T at the end of the verb. For example, hol, it means to fly, halit, it means a bird, and minre, it means to love, and minrit, it means beloved or dear. We can also add the prefix met at the beginning of the word. It makes it a feminine and it indicates the entire class of things or the period of time. For example, childhood. For example, alo, it means a boy or a girl. Met alo, it means the period of being childhood. Abbas, it means old. Met Abbas, it means oldness. We can turn masculine verbs into noun by adding jin in front of the verb. For example, irshai, it means to celebrate. We add jin in before it becomes a masculine word and it means celebration. We have the word vo, it means a tree. We add it before nouns of fruits, names of fruits, and to indicate the tree of it. For example, aloli, it means grapes. Tiavo and aloli, it means vine. For example, we have here the Greek words which end with os, omega, sigma. The feminine ends with alpha. We hear the word Piagios, the saint, T. Agaya, the saint feminine. The names of metals are masculine. P. Venibi, it means iron. Names of countries are feminine. T. Arabia, T. Italia, T. Arabia it means Arabia, and T. Italia it means Italy. There are simple nouns and there are compound nouns. We distinguish them according to the form. Simple nouns consist of a single word. For example, the word shafi is a word simple noun, while there are other words compound. For example, the word sadness means imkahin heat. Imkah means pain, heat means heart. We connected them by adding n in the middle. It became imkahin heat with the meaning of sadness. There is another adjective. For example, kimi means Egypt, rim means a person, Remin Kim means an Egyptian, adding into the word person of Egypt with the meaning of Egyptian. We have talked before about this phenomenon of Coptic language when we add met before a noun to give the class of things or the period of time. For example, we said Abbas, met Abbas means oldness, Abbas old, met Abbas, it means oldness. II, it means mature, Jin II, maturation. There is a compound noun. We can make nouns compound in Coptic language by adding two nouns together. For example, ya and goit. Goit it means olive, and ya it means a field. Ya goit it means field of olive. There is another way of constructing words Coptic, like saying my sotem, sotem to listen or to obey, and my to love, loving to listen. It means docile. We can also create words by adding the prefix ref. For example, the verb samyu means to create. We want to create a noun from it. We say ref samyu, it means a creator, God. We can also add a prefix to it, which is made of the relative for noun, which means which or that or who, to turn the word into the noun who makes it. For example, we add it or if, is, it means that or who or which. We turn it into is when the word begins with any of the letters bil monor, and fi, it means that, compound with it, fi it means that who, bet, p, what means it has two explanations. Some say is pe indicates the verb to be in masculine, and it means that, compound together, that is. Others said p, ep, abbreviation of the, and it means that who. So it's the person that who. And see it means that for female, and it means same thing. Ni it, those who, abbreviated net. Bes, same as bet, with words beginning with bilmonor. Sit for feminine, and there is son. Son means the person who creates, so the person who makes, so the fabricator of so. For example, the verb go means to say. We can compound it with see it go, it means sayer, the person who talks, or the speaker. Hemsi, it means to sit. Neat hemsi means sitter, or those who are sitting. Uweb, it means holy. Feet uweb, it means saint. Nanif, good, adjective. Bit nanif, it means good noun. The verb turns into noun by adding a definite article in front of it. If we have any verb in Coptic language and we want to turn it into a noun, we can add the definite article be in front of the word. For example, osh means to read or to scream. We want it to turn into noun. We say be osh. It means reading or a listen. We can find this lesson in the website archive.org. Archive.org details Coptic language. If you have any difficulty in visualizing the text, you can download the font Coptic font NRNA and Coptic font CPT Unicode. You can find both fonts in the same website. Thanks. Shana Berotin Hen Beoshit Neo. Until seeing you next lesson.